If you've ever ruined a clean joint with a chisel, you're not alone. Here's what I've noticed after years around workshops and talking with other woodworkers. Most mistakes with chisels don't come from bad tools. They come from small technique problems that nobody explains clearly. And those tiny mistakes can destroy hours of work in seconds. That's actually one of the reasons I started digging deeper into woodworking guides and structured plans. When I first began building projects, I realized something frustrating. Random tips on the internet helped a little, but they didn't show the full process. Tool control, joinery, project planning, everything working together. Recently, I came across a massive woodworking resource that includes 16,000 woodworking plans, CAD DWG viewers, premium training videos, and complete woodworking guides. What I liked most is that it doesn't just give you project plans, it walks through techniques that prevent mistakes before they happen. If you want to check it out later, the link is in the description below. It's been surprisingly helpful for solving the exact problems we're talking about today. Now, let's get into the real issue. Because the truth is, chisels are simple tools, but controlling them properly, that's where most woodworkers slip up. And yes, 99% of woodworkers make at least one of these mistakes. The first mistake is using a dull chisel. I know this sounds obvious, but here's the thing. Many woodworkers think their chisel is sharp when it actually isn't. I've seen it happen many times. Someone starts chopping a mortise, pushes harder and harder, and suddenly the chisel slips and tears out a chunk of wood. A sharp chisel doesn't require force. It almost falls into the cut. If you feel like you're fighting the tool, it's probably dull. The second mistake is holding the chisel at the wrong angle. This one ruins a lot of joints. For example, when cleaning a dovetail or trimming a tenon shoulder, beginners often tilt the chisel slightly forward without realizing it. The result? The blade digs deeper than intended, and your perfectly measured joint suddenly has a gap. I've made this mistake myself. What fixed it was simple. Slow down and watch the bevel. Let the flat back guide the cut when accuracy matters. The third mistake is trying to remove too much wood at once. This is probably the fastest way to destroy a piece. Here's a real example. A friend of mine was cutting hinge recesses on a cabinet door. Instead of taking thin slices, he tried to pop out a big chunk in one push. The chisel dove under the grain and split the edge of the door. Project ruined. Small cuts, always. Think of it like peeling an apple. Thin layers give you control. Another mistake I see constantly is bad hand positioning. Many beginners hold the chisel far back on the handle or let their guiding hand float in the air. That removes stability. A simple trick that works incredibly well is keeping your guiding hand close to the blade and using it as a control point. It feels awkward at first, but after a few cuts, you'll notice something amazing. Your chisel suddenly feels 10 times more precise. Next mistake is cutting with the grain in the wrong direction. Wood has a grain direction just like hair. Cut the wrong way and the fibers lift, tear, and break. I once watched someone clean a dado with a chisel going directly against the grain. The result looked like a beaver chewed the board. The fix is simple. Read the grain before cutting. If fibers start lifting, stop immediately and reverse direction. That one habit alone can save a lot of projects. Another big one is using the wrong size chisel. This sounds small, but it causes constant problems. A narrow chisel used in a wide mortise makes it harder to keep the walls straight. Too wide, and you lose maneuverability. The right size chisel gives you natural alignment with the joint. It's like using the right drill bit. It just works better. And finally, one mistake I see even experienced woodworkers make: rushing the cleanup cuts. The project is almost finished, the joint is almost perfect, so the final trimming gets rushed. That's when slips happen. The last cut deserves the most patience, not the least. Now, here's something interesting. The more projects you build, the more these little technique issues start stacking up. Joinery accuracy, tool control, planning cuts before touching the wood, it all connects. That's why structured guides and real project plans can make such a huge difference. The woodworking resource I mentioned earlier actually bundles thousands of project plans, CAD DWG viewers, premium training videos, and even guides for starting a woodworking business. What I personally like is that it covers both the projects and the techniques behind them, which helps prevent the exact mistakes we talked about today. If you're curious about it, the link is in the description below, so you can explore it yourself. At the end of the day, chisels aren't complicated tools, but precision tools expose small mistakes instantly. Sharpen properly, cut slowly, watch the grain, control the blade. Do those 4 things consistently, and your joinery will look completely different. Cleaner, sharper, professional. And the funny part? Most woodworkers never realized their problems came from these small chisel mistakes. Until now.